on, guys? How you doing? You see what I did there? Just kidding. But today we have a lot planned for the Civic. But before we get into more detail, let's jump to the garage. All right, guys. So we're in the garage now. So, like I was saying, we did have a few things planned for the Civic, and today we're gonna continue with removing more stuff off the car. We're gonna do the doors today. Oops. So, you see these bolts right here? Gotta take 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a pin all the way inside. I already took off the harness. It's already ready to go. So give me a second, let me pull this door off, okay? I did loosen the bolts. It's not as easy, right? I made it easy, but alright, guys, door's off. Well, guys, you guys did see me drop the door right now. You should just have an extra person helping you. Unfortunately, I did have my person holding the camera. You can see these doors. Probably just gonna throw the door away and get a new one because it's way too much Bondo. Whoever owned the car before fucking caked it on there way too much, and that's not what I want. So you guys see? Now I can fully sand everything up in here. All that rust, all that nasty shit. Like I said, I'm not gonna show that sandy stuff anymore. So let's do something else now. Alright, guys, so like I said, we're gonna do something else. Engine bay part. It's going in the trash, don't worry about that. In the bay. Like, what other car can you do this shit in? Just in the fucking Civic only? I don't know. You could probably do it in a bunch of other cars, but we're gonna take off. Alright, so let's take this off. Alright, whatever. We'll get back to that. So harness is coming out. There's one. Injectors. You gotta be careful when you take these out because they have little teeth on it. Let's see. You look right there. You see those little tabs? You gotta lift it up to the side and take it off. Hold on, what's this stuff? Hold on, give me a second. See that? See that tab? Lift up one side, lift the other. Oop, pop it up. Same goes for the other ones. Oop, pop it up. One tab, two tab. Oop, pop it up. That's it, guys. I'm sorry if the camera quality is shit. We are working in the dark. Remember I told you guys I needed a light? Found one. It works great, let me tell you guys. It's better than nothing. But we can always upgrade and get a better one. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at this shit, this is crazy, man. Oh, that shit's gone. Ah, fucking wrong side. You see, get yourself a service cart. This shit comes through. Instead of going all the way the fuck over there and back over here and back, nah, fuck that. Get yourself a cart. That shit comes through. Alright guys, so we're not gonna record this whole process. We'll be back once I pull this out, alright? Alright guys, so unfortunately I couldn't remove the harness without removing the manifold. But if I remove the manifold, it'll be easier to get to the back mount. If you look down here, there's a T-bracket. You probably just can't see that, but it's all the way down there. I'll show you guys in a little bit. But for now, we're gonna take these bolts off. So this is the whole manifold. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you got some all the way down there somewhere. But you guys remember we took out the injectors. So let me go ahead and remove these bolts, and then you guys will see once I get it off. So pretty much every bolt here, like the ones I'm taking off now, I'm gonna be replacing with like some super flashy ones. Downstar, if you're watching this, sponsor your boy. You know, I need some drop forks, some lower control lines, some transmission bolts, you name it. Hit your boy up. Or I'll send you an email. What's his name? Frank Downstar? Shout out to you, man. Hook me up. Sponsor your boy. Once we're done with this bitch, we'll be going to all these motherfucking car meets around here and show everybody a real car. Nah, just playing. There'd be some badass cars out there. Alright. You don't need a shop. You don't need, you know, all these big machines and shit like that, people, you know, they'll help out, you know, all that stuff. But you see me, look, at my house, in the garage. You could do anything you want. You just gotta want it, and patience. Patience is the key. So remember that for everything. So we're almost, this thing is almost out. So just give me like, it's gonna be like 30 minutes for me, but it'll be 2 seconds for you guys. Yeah, alright? Fucking elbows deep up in this bitch. Look at these buff ass fingers. Taking out this clip. Ooh. Hey guys. Yo, boy got that strength. Alright. What do you think? Is it coming out or is it not? Okay. Ah, my gasolina! Is that elote, dog? Whatever. Alright, guys. Fuck. I forgot the dark. Hold up. Wait a second. Let me get a 10 millimeter. Nice. Alright. I always try to put the bolts back where they came off from. Obviously, I'm missing one, but all right. Do you guys think it's coming out? I think it's coming out. Yay! Nah, I just play it. Nah, I'm not throwing this one. I need this. Well, manifold's off, but like I was telling you guys, remember the motor mount, the rear mount? Right there. This shit is hard to get to with everything in here. Like, you're gonna be scratching your arms. Nah, you don't want to do none of that. But look at this. Rat's nest, like. That's no bueno. So let me put the camera down and then like let me pull everything out and we'll be back. Well, harness is off. Look at this shit. Look. Look at all these wires. They're like taped over, broken. Where's that one? Where's the other one? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, right here. Burnt. Nah, this is trash. We're gonna get new ones. Bye. So, next. As you can see, it still has a bunch of other shit everywhere. But everything's visible. This is what you want. So before we do anything else, we're gonna go ahead and take out the fuse box. And there is still the harness, the chassis harness, and it goes inside and it goes into the and then it goes into the ECU, and it's just here. But you could disconnect it and just route it in there, route it out, whatever. But let's go ahead and remove the fuse box. Alright guys, well, everything's pretty much off. I didn't show everything, reason why, because it's so dark, like can't really see anything. But well, that headlight's off. Not off, but everything's off. The harness, as far as the headlight harness, the engine harness, the fuse box, the manifold. As you can see, it's bare. Look at that. OEM filter too. Like I said, hey, Frank from Downstar, sponsor your boy. But there it is, guys. Unfortunately, guys, it did get very cold outside, and I didn't want to be out there making too much noise. It was already getting late, and I didn't want my neighbors talking shit or looking at me funny, or you know how that is. You don't want to bug your neighbors because they're gonna be there tomorrow, the month after that, and it's just something you don't want to do, disturb them. But before we end today's video, I do want to tell you guys the backstory of this Civic. So before I even got the Civic, I used to own a 95 Integra, and that's the engine that's in the car right now. Reason why, because like I told you guys in my very first video, the B16 had lost compression, or pretty much it was just running like shit, and I didn't want to deal with that. So that's why I took that engine out, put the B18, but I half-assed everything like I told you guys. Like I just wanted to get it done, but again, I didn't get it done because I didn't finish it. I didn't do it right, and I was just rushing. And like I told you guys, patience is the key. Don't ever rush stuff like that. Reason why, because you're always gonna end up going back to it again, and you're wasting more money instead of just doing it right the first time. And you know how that is. And so pretty much, I had my Integra, and the Civic, my neighbor used to own it. He's no longer my neighbor anymore. He's still a really close friend. Haven't spoke to him in a while, but pretty much I had my Integra, and then he bought that Civic because I had my Integra. He wanted to go cruising and hang out, go to car meets and all that. I ended up wrecking the Integra, totaled it, and I'm gonna put a little picture. So pretty much the car was totaled. It was done. There's no saving it. I mean, I thought it was savable until like a few weeks after, I ended up getting a little better because the accident was pretty rough. Um, yeah, so the car was not savable. It had way too much body damage, and the whole chassis was just twisted. It was no good. So I ended up stripping that whole car, took the engine out, and then I, junked that car. So my homie still had the Civic, and after a while, because I didn't have my Integra, and then I was just, I just had a regular like little Honda, a little daily that would get me to work and back here or back home and then school and then home, just a daily, like a normal ass car. It was nothing crazy like how the Civic is now. So pretty much ended up telling me, yo, I'm gonna get rid of the car. I don't want it anymore. I don't even want to go out and do anything with it, like since you don't have your Integra, It was kind of weird that he wanted to get rid of it because of that, but he didn't see any point of keeping it. Plus, he wanted a daily driver as well. That was his only car, and he, obviously you could daily drive that type of car, but you got to be very careful, like especially with those type of Hondas. They're really quick to, get broken into, or they'll take the whole damn car and just strip it. Honda's history, like those cars are just really easy to take. So he didn't want to deal with that whole thing. So pretty much, he ended up telling me that if I wanted to buy the car off of him, and at the time I didn't have the money for it, and my brother, shout out to my brother, Louis, if you're watching this, shout out to you, bro. If it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't have the Civic right now. I wouldn't have even gotten it. Pretty much, my brother had a 2002 Honda Civic, and he ended up trading that car, that little Honda, for the Civic that I have now. And then pretty much I bought that Civic off my brother in payments because obviously I didn't have the money up front. So I just, every time I got paid or every other check, I would give him a couple hundred until I pretty much bought it off of him, and then he gave me the keys after I paid him off. And that's pretty much the backstory on it. So yeah, shout out to my brother. And so yeah, pretty much growing up, as a little kid, he used to take me out to the garage and be like, yo, you're gonna help me, and you're not going out with your friends today, you're gonna help me work on the car. And he also has a 90, I think it's a 92 or 93. I'm not too sure, but it's a Honda hatch. It's an EG2. Badass fucking car too. He's been having that car for years, like 15, 16 years, probably more. And yeah, so pretty much that's what started it off for me. Like seeing him build that little Civic when I was a kid. You know, I growing up, I would just see him doing that stuff, and I would just be like, "Damn, that's pretty cool," you know. Like, but it really didn't like catch my attention as much because I'm telling you, I was little still. But as I grew up, obviously he still had this car, you know, and then I would go hang out with him, and again, like he'll take me out to, you know, all these car meets. I'm talking about like early 2000s and stuff, and yeah, that shit car meets were crazier. I mean, no, actually, I take that back. I think now it's crazier, but either way, that's not the point. But yeah, shout out to my brother. And I just want to thank you guys for the ones that are watching my channel and giving me the thumbs up. And, you know, everything helps. You know, those thumbs up help. And especially the views for those that are watching my stuff. I really appreciate it. And again, you know, this is going to be it for today. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more stuff done. And again, we'll see you guys next time.